What's going on, guys? I've got here a 2020 Toyota Tacoma, and I'm using this truck to show you how to change your side marker bulb, your low beam, your high beam, as well as your turn signal and parking light bulb for the front. Everything I'm going to show you right now is on the driver's side, which is easier to access as there's only a little battery in the way. If you're doing any of this on the passenger side, keep in mind you may have to remove this windshield washer reservoir. You've got to loosen these bolts here. They're both 10 millimeter and you should be able to pull this up. Now moving on, I'm going to begin with the parking lights, turn signals here. So if we look in on the back of the assembly here, we can actually see fairly easy access to most of these bulbs. So here's the parking light turn signal bulb. You just rotate that and pull it out. As we can see, this is an amber bulb, and it is a 7442 NA. That's the part number. The NA denotes an amber bulb, so 7442. And you'll want to inspect the contacts, make sure they're clean and free of corrosion. And as far as removing it, this piece is, it just rotates to the left to come out, and it rotates to the right to lock. Now this bulb here is your high beam bulb. Real simple. So we first disconnect it by pushing firmly on this tab on the connector or the pigtail. Then we pull the connector down like so. Definitely check and make sure that the contacts are not burnt out. Many times the bulb itself will be okay, but the contacts can be burnt out. Now with this, we rotate this counterclockwise, pull it out. Make sure that the gasket comes out with the bulb. And the high beam is going to be an H9, that's the part number. When you install the new glass, make sure not to touch the glass, and just locks clockwise into position. So that's the high beam bulb. The low beam is pretty much the same procedure. The part number is different, however, as this is an H11. So again, it comes out, make sure that you retain the gasket, and there's our H11 part number there. Now for the side marker, that is really the most challenging one. It's way back in there, and I'm leaving the low beam bulb disconnected just for a little bit extra clearance. With this, we just rotate it. You don't want to actually disconnect the pigtail from the little contact piece here because it's not necessary to disconnect that. But once this is out, we can remove this bulb. It just slides out, just like the turn signal. And I believe the part number on this is a 194, something like that. It's a small bulb. So yeah, and finally, we just put this back into its position. Again, it's difficult for me to film doing this one-handed, but as you can see, it goes in there and then locks to the right. So yeah, I hope this information has been helpful for you in changing the bulbs. If you're still having issues with the lights after changing the bulbs, check my other video. I go into depth on the different fuses and relays for the headlights. So yeah, thanks for watching.